Hey, favored ones, welcome back to another collective reading. Take your seats at the round table. There is the wishing well in the corner if you want to throw a coin in there. Get right and comfortable. Yeah, I'm Kymmy, and this is my channel, Faevoured Readings. I'm going to sweep out all those lingering energies and make it feel more like a light and cleansed area. And yeah, now that we are all settled in, first order of business, let's welcome in Utopia. For those who are new to my channel, hello. And over in my corner of YouTube, I would like to welcome in Utopia. That's where whatever your personal utopia would be, if it's on an international scale or even a galactical one, that you would like to welcome in, just what you would feel like utopia is, the most best of the best, because you deserve it. And we also like to say over here that our dices are loaded in our favor. The universe has given you loaded dices, and you can roll them in your favor and manifest what you would like. So I'm happy knowing that a lot of you enjoy my download updates, so let's do an update. I have "You're free to move." Some of you are thinking about moving, and maybe you feel like it's not the right time. If you're getting that intuitive nudge to relocate, if you're not willing to make a permanent move, then maybe visiting there and going traveling would be a viable option for now. Dream big is another one down lower, so we'll get to that. I'm also hearing that you're back by popular demand, so a lot of people may be rebooking you or want to invite you to things because you're being brought in because you were popular. You know, you're back by popular demand. People want you to come back. You're very popular. I'm getting the number 1001, so the gateways are opening for you. Yeah, a new gateway. There's sirens going off for confirmation. I got a chameleon. So you are a shapeshifter. You overcome, improvise. That meme is like you adapt, you overcome, and you improvise. You're a chameleon. I'm getting karma chameleon. It comes and goes. So I feel like you have cleared some karmic debt in the past while here. It could have been anywhere up to a year to a couple of years. You've been clearing some karmic debt. And I feel like you're starting off with a new clean slate from doing boundary work and shadow work and just walking away from what was no longer serving you. I feel that you have lived many lives. Whether that means like actual reincarnation or whether it's just you've lived many different lives in this lifetime. And Spirit is telling me that makes you relatable and also empathetic and sympathize with others who are going through stuff. And even if you've never gone through it before, because of the fact that you have lived so many different lives and experiences, you have that compassion in your heart, regardless of whether or not you've been in that situation. You feel for others and you want to help them. Hacky. Hold on one second. There we go. Yay, I'm free to move. Oh, that's what it meant. I'm free to move. The chair has a locking mechanism, so maybe something is getting locked into place for you. A move is getting locked into place for you. You could be moving relocating your business and settling in. You could be upgrading your business, as that's in there too with the messages coming up. The hacky sack. Hacky sack was an ancient origins of Native American cultures and indigenous cultures in many nations, including China and Thailand. Mike Marshall was from Oregon, and he learned how to play it from a indigenous person in the military, and he later introduced that to his acquaintance, John Stahlberg. So John Stahlberg went on to using that game to create rehabilitation of his knee, and he was the one who termed the coin of phrase hacky sack, and it stuck to being synonymous with the game. But I feel like that's what you're doing as well. You're taking ordinary game and using it to rehabilitate your body. Your movement is healing you. Some of you could be going through rehabilitation for your knee. That may be for some of you. It may not be your knee directly, but I feel like there is a few of you in my collective who are going through rehabilitation or learning how to work within your own body's means, like going to a kinesiologist, which is it's not a physiotherapist, it's more like what would you call it? A trainer. They train you on how you can do a personal trainer. That would be one name for it. I know there's another name for it. It starts with a P, but physiologist. No. Yeah, it might be a physiologist. Where they teach you how to do exercises, but it's for people who have had previous injuries who are not going to recover from them with rehabilitation. So they teach them how to do exercises anyways with their limitations and not feeling shamed about it and still being able to keep themselves, fit and to their best of their abilities, and everyone's different. So I feel like a lot of you are learning to work with your body within its limits, within its means, and not being harsh on it. Maybe you were able to do more when you were younger, and now you're not able to do a specific job anymore. So you're learning another passion and showing yourself, showing you and your own soul and grace and self-compassion, which is a little bit different than self-esteem, whereas self-esteem can be at expenses of someone else and tearing them down. Self-compassion is where you build yourself up based off of self-love and grace and patience. You can definitely look it up. There's a lot of videos on it. I loved learning that part about in Science of Well-Being. Psychology, it was really cool knowing that there was a difference and putting it into practice, taking action. Not the cards yet. You still got many more here. I've heard you've chosen wisely. From the Holy Grail. You were sipping from the Holy Grail. I also got from the, Monty Python skit where it's like your mother smells of elderberries. Some of you are on the path of sobriety journey that will pave a new generational frequency for all who come at, you're healing your bloodline, basically, with your sobriety journey. Ooh. I'm Still Here from Treasure Planet movie, so some of you may really love space and traveling and boating and dimensional ships, but I got, and how can the world want me to change? They're the ones that stay the same. They cannot see me, but I'm still here. They cannot tell me who to be, because I'm not what they see. Yeah, well, the world is still sleeping while I keep on dreaming for me. And their words are just whispers and lies that I'll never believe. So you are going on and you are changing despite the fact that your family constantly want you to be changing and getting better, but they are constantly staying the same and not taking accountability. Some of you may benefit from reading adult children of emotionally immature adults and parents. There's 2 books. There's a second one that's recovering adult child of emotionally immature parents as well. So make sure that you check that out. You may benefit from it, even if it wasn't your parents directly. It could have been a teacher that had been emotionally immature that you had to deal with, that you could, do some healing from. I feel like there could be some healing from. It could be an aunt and an uncle, a grandparent. It could have even been just anyone in your early 20s, so like peers that you had to deal with. So just knowing that it was relatable and hearing, because one therapist, she took anonymously her own clients and put the stories in there without the names so that she could show real life examples of what had happened. And there was a lot of them that were relatable in there, to know that it gets touches on subjects such as being parentified and other really important topics. So if you want to look that up, I'll try to remember to post the link below. But again, that's adult children of emotionally immature parents. That just came to me now, so I would have wrote it down. Share. This is the song for the lonely. I feel like a lot of you may want to listen to that because it really helps make me feel better when I was having my times when I was alone and on my own, for many times actually. So for any of you who are just needing a little don't give up, Ruha, then go ahead and listen to that. I also have this Ramus in the shadows. I've been watching, I've been waiting in the shadows for my time. I've been searching. I've been living for tomorrows all my life. Lately, I've been walking in circles, watching, waiting for something. Feel me, touch me, heal me, come take me higher. So I feel like a lot of you are going in circles, waiting for this new level and new journey of opportunity. The gateways are opening, so I feel like you're getting that rush of anticipation. You know, when you walk through the doors, for air conditioning or heating or whatever, when you walk right through the doors of the building and all of a sudden it washes over you like a mad relief, or you walk in and it's cold outside and you walk in and it's blowing that hot air and you're just like and you relax and you sink into it, or the air conditioning and you're just like you form into a whole person again instead of being a puddle. I feel like that's what's on the horizon here for you, especially in the next 3 weeks, I feel. Um, for that song though, In the Shadows, they did 4 different music videos with 4 different themes, and so I feel like a lot of stability with a lot of 444s coming around for you, 1515 on the clock, so 6 and we have because they were in different languages too, and not just different themes. So I feel like a lot of you may have double recordings, one in English and one in another language, or you may be bilingual or a linguistic, and you add both inside of just one song. You could have your novels printed out in 2 different languages as well. Or just you're updating your book cover, and your work is for the masses and worldwide is what I'm getting from that as well, because it could be, even if you don't speak different languages, for others of you, it's because you're so backed by popular demand in other countries where they're translating it and sending them there as well. For some of you, that's going to be confirmation. 1111, Holding Out for a Hero by Tommy Johnson. It's a power metal cover, so a lot of you may do cover songs as well, or love doing karaoke. Also, Holding Out for a Hero is from Shrek number 2, so Shrek is love, Shrek is life. But in Shrek 2, he changed himself to be more normal and realized that he was already accepted by the people who mattered. His crown slipped for a bit because he let other people's projections get to him, but he figured it out in the end, which in turn, the king learned to accept himself and stop projecting. You are teaching others it's okay to hold yourself accountable without shame, and sprinkling huge amounts of growth. And you are learning that, hey, I was acting out of what other people labeled me and their projections of me. And just because my family told me I was never going to make it and I would never amount to anything, doesn't mean I have to prove them right by doing it and being obeying that narrative just because you think it might make them happy. It's like, are you happy now? I'm everything you ever not wanted me to be. And it's like, I'm less than. And you dimmed your light for enough time, and now you're knowing, you're like, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I really let them get underneath my skin, and I did replay that in my head, even though they haven't been around for a while. And I did bully myself, and I'm not gonna do that anymore. I don't deserve that. And they were never right anyway. Their words are just lies and whispers that I'll never believe. You're not believing the lies and the whispers anymore of the bullies of the old and the bullies of the new. Telling them to get yucked. So I won the podium card today on GTA. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I feel a lot of you may resonate with winning prizes at events. Some of you may go to the casino, or just really good at board games, arcade and video games even. I just feel like you're really good at winning prizes is coming through from that, or that you're getting a new car as well. So I got upgrading your phone. A few of you definitely are upkeeping or updating your phone. It's just, I mean that everyone has a signal with spirit, the universe, the collective consciousness, the 100th monkey syndrome. We all have that. 100%. What I'm getting is that you're getting upgrade right now. to a higher connection and frequency, and you're tuning in more because you're paying attention. It's like paying attention to one of those I Spy books, and you're like, yeah, that's a really big picture, but you're not really finding any of those items that they're asking you to look for, right? Because you're just walking past, you're like, But now that you're taking a moment to slow down, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities and what they mean, you're like, whoa. And then you're trusting your intuition so that the signals can come through with less static, because that's like you turning the signal between two stations and it's just trying to get a message through, and you're again, you're getting more of a clear signal coming through is what I'm getting. So right now you may notice more signs and synchronicities over the next 3 weeks before you complete a new connection. Suggestions from suggestions from Source, Ancestors, and Starseed family is to be silly whenever possible over this next 3 weeks. Whenever you're seeing this is timeless. So if you're seeing this when it's posted, right on. If you're seeing this when it's whenever you're seeing this and you're clicking on it, thank you for clicking on it. The next 3 weeks. Okay. To be silly whenever possible, it will help with rewiring the brain and the gray matter towards relaxation and fun, making silly faces while doing dishes, singing about spices going into your food, saying hello to the trees as you walk by, calling your shots. You know, when you roll your dice and you're calling your shots. They want you to call your shots, be like, I'm going to go to the store and there's going to be this on sale, and if Spirit wants me to do this, I'm going to see a cardinal while I'm about, and there'll be like a cardinal on a t-shirt. Cardinals could be very important to you as well. The universe is inviting you to witness and create seeing the magic around you. So it's like starting to breathe the magic and shake out the stagnant of mundane and everyday life. You know, like when Aslan like breathes hot air, like when you're walking through the door and all of a sudden it's like melted that stagnance away. The universe wants to help melt bring comfort and melt that stagnant feeling away. So be silly can really help with that as a suggestion right now. And it's like more than words. This makes me feel like your love languages is acts of service, quality time, and touch, more so than words of affirmation. So remember to try to incorporate those into your routine, at least, if you're not doing it at all, then once a day, showing self-compassion. If yours is acts of service, make a little treat for yourself that you would enjoy. Watch or quality time, watch your favorite show with yourself, or a comedy skit instead of something serious like studying and watching how to help and studying constantly. But like more than words, it's like, what would you do? What would you do if I took those words from you? But yeah, the universe wants to remind yourself that there's more ways to remind yourself that you are loved than just saying, I love myself. Because some of you may struggle with doing that, being like, I love myself. So for all those who struggle, I love you. You are loved. And your inner child is loved and seen as the silly bean Is it supposed to be? Okay, so that's what I have for updates and your upgrades. And we'll just clear this off. And I have the Muse Tarot for today by Chris Ann. The Five of Wands. Yeah, you're realizing that the only competition you have is yourself. And once you stop shaming yourself and start being more like silly and kind, oh, I just want to make sure y'all see in this, and I'll put my hand in the light. Is elevating you to new levels, and it's showing you a new perspective too, because before you were like looking down on yourself, and then you wouldn't even look at yourself because you were like, okay, I won't be I won't make jokes at my expense anymore, but I'm definitely not going to compliment myself. And then you started complimenting yourself, maybe out of, you know, jokingly, like when you trip over something, be like, I'm the epitome of grace right now. Oh wow, I look so great today. I look great even on my worst day. Ooh, look at me go. Look at me dance. Look at me go. Oh, I look great when I first wake up in the morning, don't I? Oh, this dragon breath is gonna taste just fine after I Listerine. And then pretty soon it's like easy to compliment yourself. You're like, absolutely, of course I'm the shit. I'm 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 the baddest bee there ever was. You know? I bring my drip wherever I go. And yeah, maybe you're talking kindly about your sexuality even, and embracing it, because it's like right over the crotch area. I don't know, but you're seeing yourself for who you are. For some of you that means embracing who you are. Some of you are embracing your sensuality and sexuality and sexual healing nature, because healing comes from your chi, your ki, your life force, just as much as like all the rest of your root chakra. So creativity and making sure that you are embracing that. So some of you could be working on tantric healing, is what I'm getting, or doing yoni cleansings, or just affirmations, being like, I'm very youthful, I'm creative. But yeah, you're going from, of course I am, don't you know who I am? I run this block, to knowing that people are adoring you, but you being absolutely enamored by your own journey, to really notice that they're even paying attention at all, and you're not even paying. It's like, I'm not noticing you, noticing me from across the room, because I'm handling my own shit over here, because look at me, not noticing you, noticing me. Yeah, you're just feeling yourself. I feel like you were your own worst enemy for a while, and you're getting out of your own way, is what I'm feeling from here. Some of you may be taking photo shoots of yourself, taking more pictures of yourself, taking more pictures of things around you and people, and commemorating more. Like, if you notice that there's people going to take pictures of you instead of shying away, you're getting in there, because you know that they create memories for people later on. It's a beautiful message. Can I get another message, please, for my lovely favored ones? Okay. Okay. The Hierophant. The connection between you and your higher self is definitely opening. The portal and the gates between it is definitely opening. You're knowing that you are your own story writer of your life. You know, you're in charge of yourself and you're not in charge of anyone else. That's what you're learning. And you're learning that no one's in charge of you and you're in charge of yourself. And you're learning to act accordingly. So we got 4 of Cups on the bottom here. Yeah, you're not letting that one empty cup, that one failed attempt, wash over you and wash away the 3 new cups that are coming your way. You may have lost one, but you're getting it returned threefold. Some of you may work with the threefold. Yeah, but whatever you had lost is getting returned to you triple. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a second awakening for some of you. And for some of you, you are teaching others that there is no shortcuts and the journey is beautiful in doing it. You can see someone who's not very in the distance there, who's trying to take shortcuts to go up the side, and it doesn't look very supportive, and it looks more difficult than going the lighted pathway. And this looks like a first awakening and like at this stage. So I feel like there's a second awakening happening for you here. There may be more, or you may just speed run it, but there is no shortcuts. Like, what do I mean by speed run it? It may happen, unfold naturally in one journey, but it will need to be taken a step at a time of being released and having it unfold naturally. So if you're going through a dark night of a soul, that's another message, is that you tried to do shortcuts and then you went through and you learned, and you're teaching other people that you can't take shortcuts, and you're like, come, there's a lighted way. Because some people feel like you can just be like, okay, I went to therapy, I should be healed. And it's like, well, no, you have to use the tools that you learned and the healthy coping mechanisms that you replaced unhealthy ones with in order to achieve progressing in a healthy manner and, staying within your recovery. You can't just be like, I'm healed now. Because these are like lanterns. These are also floating lanterns. Some of you may have went through a tower moment and got knocked away, and that's why you got things in return, because it reminding me of Tangled, which is like has a tower, and like the lanterns, at last I see the light. It's like the fog is lifted. Okay, I'm not gonna actually sing properly, even though, no, don't be mad at me, Spirit. I swear. I am resting my voice. Okay. Yeah, balancing your divine masculine and divine feminine is a gateway of duality between what you, of who you used to be and who you are becoming. Some of you may work with giants as well, and hot air balloons. Yeah, and during that time in between, you learned how to start feeling yourself. This comeback really had you feeling yourself, because before you had so many times you had the rug pulled out from underneath your feet. You're gorgeous. Oh. Sarah wants you to know you're gorgeous, because when I heard rug, there's a place called Gorgeous Rugs. It's just, every time I hear it, I'm like, gorgeous. So yeah, in that time, in between getting the tower in a moment and knocking you, and you're learning how to let it go, and each time they take something away that's no longer serving you, you get triple the amount back, and it makes you feel so good. You had many times where you went through hardships and you would always bounce back, but this one had some spring in its step. Okay, these were Nike Air jumps for how much you bounced back. You got your justice. And you're getting 2 of emotions, 2 of cups. So yeah, you're getting justice. You're letting go of what binds you. It's really telling a story right now. The sun. And the 10 of Pentacles. So, like, you're gonna be abundant. Whatever this new journey is. I know it got a bit of turbulence going on right now. And yeah, absolutely. I feel like if we just pull in and rein in our silliness, because we could use it. We all take it, like, everything needs to be taken serious nowadays. And I feel like we could use a good silly. You know? A funny bone. If we can't find one funny bone in our body, then we're incomplete. Really. Because it is all those bones. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Materials. You're gonna be taken care of just like an abundant tree. You know, what you're working on will take care of your next generation. If you're working towards that, it's going to be profitable and viable and longevity. Because if it's to be planted before the seed, before the shade of those who will be able to benefit from it, is incredible. A lot of you could be, yeah, cleansing your chakra, working with the sun, really working towards listening to vibration, hertz frequencies. If you wanted to look up for different chakras, and there's some with all of them, you can look into that as well. Some of you may enjoy Lord of the Rings, because that's what I'm getting. Throw the ring into Mordor. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Some of you may have, like, Lord of the Rings, like, rings and stuff. I feel like there could be 2 involved with that. Just the 2 people in the back. And the butterfly. You're going through a transformation, and you are now able to see your wings. So you could be going into partnerships and finding your counterpart. Now that may be for some of you, and for those who are looking, if you're not actively looking for one, then that's not a message for you. You're just going to find love within yourself and start treating yourself, you know, as you as you deserve to be treated by yourself. That's self-compassion. Got 2 of inspiration, so 2 of wands. You were waiting. The wait being over. I want to see the poem from that one. That's really calling to me. So, inspirations. There we go. Seeking a new path for yourself, moving past your comfort zone. The activation of potential, desiring new experiences, travel, adventure, home and family, a heart full of ideas and a thirst for expression, manifesting. It's the poem. And I plan my getaway, imagining the pursuit of the delight, knowing the hardest thing to escape is my fear of my discomfort zone. So yeah, I feel like a lot of this is coming through, and you'll be able to, the last little bit here that you need to move on from is your fear of success. I feel like a lot of you, like I said before in another video, is that you may have never seen what that looks like for your family yet, or even your peers, and you're gonna make it happen. And a lot of people might be coming with you, but a lot of people might not, and that's okay. They may have their season. They may come back around again. Obviously, for those who are just orbiting around you, not ones that you've had blocked or like non-contact with, not those ones. No. We want to have the ones that are orbiting around us. They may come back a season, they may have something going on, you may only get to see them once a year, but you love them regardless the same. And that's great, and that's wonderful, having people who are orbiting. Pluto's not always going to be close to Earth all the time, but it still orbits around. And I feel like that's what it is. You're starting to learn that you have a season and a reason for everyone in your life, and you're not taking it personal and going more with the flow as the universe brings you around to be a lighthouse in each person's life as you go along. So I appreciate you for coming through and listening to yet another reading. I hope it brought confirmation for you, as well as hope for a better utopia, a better tomorrow, and welcoming our utopia. And remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for all those who have subscribed and keep coming back. I appreciate your energy and your support, and I love listening to your feedback and comments below. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in my next one. So remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun, silly beans. Bye.